Renee Knorr, model, creative director, founder of Global Women Wealth Warriors, Wellness Hub, and GW3 Magazine. I dedicated my life and devoted my career into helping women and girls to achieving their goals. I've been passionate about empowering women and enriching men. This opportunity in working with the Global Women Wealth Warriors have afforded me the pleasure of traveling outside of the country to be a support unit, most importantly, to help impact and change lives. Our ultimate purpose is to help others to become whole from finance, spiritual, mental, as well as physical. We know there are challenges and obstacles to get you to the next level. However, it's time for you to level up, boss up, and welcome to Power to Soar. Well, welcome, family. I'm Renee Knorr, Global Women Wealth Warriors founder, as well as the excited mother to be here today. Today is Friday. That's right, it's Friday. And we're looking forward to an incredible day. Not only we're looking forward to this incredible day, it's all about how we are full-time moms, full-time entrepreneurs, while we are capitalizing in 2023. So I'm looking so forward to this conversation. Why? Because we know the space that we're living in right now, especially where we are in 2023, we have to be multitasking. We always are making sure that we're learning as much as we possibly can. And we're looking forward to bridging the gap also with the young leaders of our tomorrows. So today you're going to learn so much about some of these women that are making it happen. We're talking about women around the globe. No matter what industry you are in, we want to hear from you. That's right. Make sure you send us a DM. Let us know what part of the world that you are in. Today we're going to be bringing some phenomenal women that that has been raised around the world and have actually impacted the world as well with their leadership. And as they continue on, we're going to talk to one that's an entrepreneur and one that's a mompreneur as well. And we're going to be talking to them in regard to how they're capitalizing in 2023. And if you have questions for these phenomenal leaders, make sure you put it in the chat. We love to hear from you. Our first mom, not only is she phenomenal, guys, she has traveled the world showing her legs to so many. And I say that because she was an international model. And as she continue on, she's been able to make that transition from model alongside with becoming a business entrepreneur and a beautiful mother. And I'm so excited that she's in this space called real estate. She knows how to do business. She's a business consultant, and we're proud to have Miss one and only, our very own Miss Lolita Anderson with us. Hello, Miss Lolita Anderson. How are you?
There you are. How are you, Renee Knorr?
I'm doing phenomenal. And we're going to be bringing up our next beauty as well. This particular beauty, she is with us all the way in New York City. Now, Lolita, you're originally from Detroit, Michigan, but you're here in the Atlanta area, and we're loving the fact that you have great presence here. And our next beauty is right there from New York City. Her family is originally from Nigeria. And it's such an honor. I had the pleasure of meeting this beauty just recently over the weekend and talking about an entrepreneur who's making things happen. Our very own Miss Blessing. Hello.
Hi. I am so great. I am so happy to be here. I'm like, I got a little flyaway. It was driving me crazy. But I am great. I'm excited. I'm happy to be here. I'm done with my work day and making things happen for other people. But today, right now, I'm here. I'm here for making things happen for you, for us, for for our lives, to empower us, to embolden us, to better us, and get us where we want to be.
Absolutely. Well, I just want to let everybody know how gorgeous you are in person. I just want to say that because you truly are a spotlight in the area of not only I would say you're more than just, this entrepreneur. You bring so much life and energy to the world. Same with Miss Lolita Anderson. She is always showing up and she brings so much energy. I want us to talk about what it's like being a female entrepreneur in this space. I know, Blessing, you haven't had the opportunity of being a mother, but I know for sure Miss Lolita is truly a mother of two gorgeous babes. So we're going to talk about that, and then we're going to talk about some of your strategies as well as what it is that you're doing in regard to staying, we call it relevant for 2023 in the workplace. Okay, so let's go with you, Dr. Lolita Anderson. And yeah, we can push everybody over just a little bit. There we go. Lolita, so what has it been like for you being in this workspace, being relevant? And, you're just fabulous all the time, guys. Put some red hearts in the chat for our very own Lolita Anderson. So tell us what's have been some of your secret moves that you've been doing.
There we go. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Perfect.
we can.
So my daughter is actually trying to chime in. So I'm trying to communicate that, and Shakira will be on here real soon. But what has been really exciting, and I'm glad that this, you have no idea how this manifestation of having my daughter with me. I have two amazing daughters, and we are the silliest people ever. I'm saying, you think Renee Knorr is funny. My children are hilarious, and we know inside jokes. But I think what it has been, the secret to it is my belief, my faith. That's so important because it's beyond religion. You have to have that moral compass in you to be able to get through this thing called life. And of course, with two little ones that are hooked onto you, like two baby birds, and we just chose to fly in life. We have a lot of fun growing up. We had a lot of opportunities that we had to work through, and now that I'm dealing with my daughters as women, is different. I'm still their mother, but we're women now, and I am so grateful that that I have an opportunity to be able to share this platform. And I'm so grateful to GW3 and Renee Knorr and all the amazing people here and throughout the world that are able to chime in on this very important platform, because I believe the healing process in families and life starts from having these amazing conversations. And just sometimes your kids don't realize, who they see on lights, camera, action is the same person that they're dealing with right now. And it is.
I love what you said that, lights, camera, action, right? The transition that we have to go through, isn't it real?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Let's talk about it. I know Blessing over there. She's like, well, I just have my cat, have my dog.
I take Moon very seriously, and he does not play about me all day. But no, like what you're saying is very real, and you do go through a lot to balance the dynamic, because what you are, like, both feats are impressive, right? Being a mother, being someone who's brought life into this world, and you're raising life, like think about it, like you're raising a beautiful human being who gets to grow up and make impact in the world, and you're guiding that journey and that process. That's beautiful. I mean, I have a cat, and I'm not going to give up on my plans. But one day, I mean, I look at you like you're an example to me as well. Like, I learned from you guys, So not only are you an example to your children, you're an example to those of us who are waiting for the right time or waiting for our time to be mothers. And you're even saying like that switch you make. I mean, I do what I do in the day, and I'm like, I don't know how you go home and you still take care of another person. But you know what? You make it happen. You make that magic happen. But it was funny because I was watching an interview with Kirsten Bell, and she does one of the voices on Frozen, and she's like, her children do not care. They do not care how impressive her resume is. And that's true. You're doing a massive feat, and to them, you're just mommy.
Did you say it like so, like you are Frozen, mommy? All right,
mommy.
Yes. Do me a favor. Yeah, that's what to say. Get over, move over just a little bit, Blessing, so we can put you in that frame as well. 2023 has not only has it been an awakening, and we're already getting ready to go into March, right? It's been an awakening for us because what we're doing, we're expecting to see more and more mothers as well as moms just capitalizing on business opportunities and reaching new levels of not only of their skill sets, but really success. And I know they're going to be reaching more levels of success because now they have to be more diversified. They are literally learning a skill set that they didn't even think about 5, 10 years ago, not even 2 years ago. Let's talk about what we are seeing right now with technology. Let's talk about that. We have now the metaverse, we
Mm-hmm.
have this whole AI, artificial intelligence, we have NFTs alongside
Mm-hmm.
with, I mean, just learning so many different facets, and we still have cryptocurrency. So,
Mm-hmm.
women back in the day, we didn't have to learn all of that because why? We had significant others at home. We had husbands or we had dads, and they were the ones that had to learn all of the information, and mom would just pretty much manage the books or manage the kids. I know that's how my mom was at our home. My mom didn't work. Like she didn't have to work. My dad had to work. But now women have to become more skilled. Let's talk about that. What are some of the things that you're noticing, Lolita, that you have had to do that you didn't have to do like 5 or 6 years ago? What are you noticing?
Well, that's a very interesting question because your mom was an amazing administrator of the home. My dad was the administrator of the home. It really was. And but what I've had to learn, even from 5 years ago, 2 years ago, I really have stretched differently as even the network and platform that I work from. It had to cut out of my comfort zone. I really did. I had to cut out of my comfort zone because we had to shift and pivot. I mean, what do you shift and pivot and move and all that? I had to shift to what the market was demanding of me. And see, it wasn't just business. The work that we do, as you know, Renee, us going and you going to Africa and doing everything that you do and everything that we all do as a group, that was so major. It's you bring people out of their comfort zone. 5 years ago, I was in business like I am now, and I think I'm grateful to be bigger and greater and smarter. But I had to shift into areas that I wasn't before, and it could be a little scary as raising kids are. But I promise you, because I know that when my children see me, my daughter, especially Nadia, who's in London, um, how important it is for her to see her mom hold and being amazing, and my daughter Kiera. And I'm so grateful to have her here with me. I'm a little selfish because I have my grandson too, Carter. So 5 years ago, I was totally different in business. I was, and because I am who I am now, I'm able to make even bigger like stick impact. It sticks. So that's what I'm grateful for.
Absolutely love that, Lolita. Absolutely love that. Not only you're a mother, but you're also a nana. Is that right?
Yes, Ayaya.
A yaya. Okay.
Yes.
A yaya.
Yeah.
We're none of us the same. None of us are the same. Not even, I would say 60 days ago, guys. 60 days,
Mhm.
we're still, none of us are the same. And because we have to keep on and bettering ourselves, realizing that life, I don't know about you guys, but this season, we're almost finishing up with third quarter. We're going into the
Mhm.
third quarter.
Third
We
quarter.
just said Happy New Year. We literally just said Happy New Year, and we're getting ready to wrap up the third quarter. Time is not waiting for anyone. So we have to get in here and totally get into this new way of living. That's what I look at it. It's a new way of living. Tell us, Miss Blessing, what are some of the obstacles or maybe some enlightenment that you've been able to embrace? And I know you're not the same person 2 or 3 years ago. So please share with us. What have you noticed?
I'm certainly not the same person I was 2 or 3 years ago. Over time, I've learned to, well, actually, a lot of it's been like a journey of self love. I'll be honest, it starts there. Because what I realize is we're all actually we're capable of more than we actually realize or give ourselves credit for. Let's start there. And the beauty of over the years is like, yes, the world is demanding more of me. Like, I need to, not only do I need to be able to have my skill and do my cakes, Like that's not the only thing I need to be able to do today. But I need to know how to run my back office. I need to know how to do my own marketing and all these things like that. I'm not just limited to the skills that I'm not just limited to the skills that I used to need to know. So not only do I need to know how to make this cake pretty, but I need to understand algorithms. I need to understand how to, build my mailing list. I need to understand a lot of times back then we used to just depend on word of mouth, which is great. But you also need to be stronger than that because your skills can take you further. So now I need to know how to, go out there and pitch myself and market myself and really speak about myself. And those were things that a few years ago were optional because if you got enough likes on your pictures and that was it, that was the way the algorithm was built. But now you really have to believe in yourself and speak on yourself and sell yourself. And that's just part of the game now. And I'm here for it.
I love it. I truly, truly love it. What I'm noticing also, and thank you for sharing, ladies, I'm seeing more women become entrepreneurs. I'm seeing more women, not so much depend on corporate America. They're literally not only horning in on their skill sets, but they're literally taking totally responsibility of owning their own. It's impressive. I got a 23-year-old that just graduated from college, and I'm so proud of her. Yes, I just love, love, love it. And I love the fact that she bossed up, guys. She's already a boss. She's already handling her business as an entrepreneur. And, it's just amazing to see her have these great work ethics. And I think that's something that's really important. All mothers, all parents out there, let's make sure we lay down that solid foundation. And even if you're not a parent, I would say aunties, sisters, alongside with cousins, let's still lay down that solid foundation. Let's show our others how to not only be more sophisticated when it comes down to business, but let's also provide them with resources and introduce new relationships because that's really what we've been needing. It's called access. How important is it for us to have access and to be connected with the right individuals? And I would say whether it's a mentor, a coach, or even just someone that's good in business. Lolita, you're great in that area because you know how important to do what? Build relationships. So how is it important? Why is
Oh my goodness.
a game changer?
Paramount.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a major game changer, Renee. Because I was just speaking with a client, and I promise you, I keep getting all kinds of story time and content, for real. And for us in business, especially women, because we understand each other and we understand the grassroots need sometime in business. And a lot of the deals that's made are made, and we sitting on the couch looking out the window. And I'm like, girl, did you know this and this? Oh yeah, I didn't know that. Now we shift and we on the phone with the other piece of it. Then we cut it on. But we the network with us in business is just like Wall Street. We understand things that we're not even saying to each other. We understand what it is. So it's critical to have. I don't network with people in business. The people I'm in business with, we're beyond a network. We are in a covenant. We're in a covenant relationship in business. Because I do business with people I've been doing business with for almost 2 decades. Mm-hmm. So, and I've learned, I told the owner the other day, he's actually the police captain here in Atlanta, one of them. But I told him, and you have to be humble and willing to know where you need to strengthen your strengths. And I said, thank you for having grace with me. I knew what that was. As fabulous as people think I am, there are things I need to strengthen, and I lean to people who are smarter and greater in areas that I need to strengthen myself in. And see, that's where, even as a mother, we teach our children to know how to, we say, play nice on the playground, play nice. That's playing nice because you're helping people understand how I can strengthen you in business, how I can strengthen you in your situation. And I think, us being entrepreneurs, it is so unintentional. It just it just came. I was so grateful to be in a space where I could have more flex time because as a single parent, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just what it is. As a single parent, it was critical for me to have creative time because that was my main thing. God, let me be there to be present. being present as a mom was so critical for me, because I know, as all of us, when we show up, I'm not even my name anymore. I'm Lolita. I'm Kiara's mother. I'm Nadia's mother. Oh, there go Nadia's mom. There go Kiara's mom. And how important it is. Here we are 20 years later. My daughter's 28. And here we are that I never missed a birthday. I never missed a birthday. You know, my daughter was in Wichita, Kansas, and I showed up April 1st. And she was serving the United States Air Force. Not that I could show up every time, but we acknowledgement, you know what I mean? So I think that's why the network was so important, because you have people that iron sharpens iron. You could cleave with each other. And I was able to be at those critical moments in their lives, and not just for disasters, but for them to walk across the stage because they won the spelling bee, and I'm waving, hey, look at my baby, and how much that warmed their heart to be able to be present, to be present. So the network, the opportunity to be in this space where not just be an entrepreneur because I'm a business owner, I'm a boss, whatever people want to call it, but I'm a major influencer and a game changer out here, because it changes lives for others, for us to be able to do what we do. So that's why it's so important.
Awesome. Amazing information, Lolita Anderson. And, that truly is something that's impressive, because, like you said, being there for our kids, but showing them also how to live their life that they're destined to, because of, just being able to support whatever they may want to do. I realize that mothers, and I say this, mothers, we're just a total different type of persons. We're just something about us. We got our capes on every day. We literally have to have our capes on, right? Come on now. I'm talking to the moms.
Well, I was gonna say something. I went to somewhere with my daughter, and I realized, and this is where we are amazing as moms, because she needed her mother.
Yes.
But she needed the boss lady to show up too. You know what I mean? And so I said, are we making jokes? I said, yeah, see, the apple don't fall far from the tree because you bringing the tree. And so I knew I was showing up as her mother, but she wanted Lolita Anderson to show up too. And I knew what that meant. And see, it was different because we're grown women now, right? But our presence as their mother, it gives them, I tell them all the time, I'll say, when you look at your navel, look at your navel. And they look and look at it. I'm looking at my navel. That means you came from me. I am you and you are me. You know?
I love it. Well, guys, not only are we live in the Clubhouse, we are also live on YouTube. We're live also on Facebook. We have 2 different networks out there on Facebook. And it's just an honor to be here with 2 incredible, phenomenal women. Lolita Anderson, who's a beautiful mother of 2. That's right, 2 fabulous daughters. And not only that, we have 2 entrepreneurs, women that are making things happen. I call us the divapreneurs, all right? The divapreneurs. Lolita may be having a phone call coming through, so let me just move her. The divapreneurs, and taking that title and embracing it, because in the space that we're in, Miss Blessing, you know how important it is for us to have, being able to have ourselves in a position to just constantly being the queens that we are. Okay, the bosses.
I brought the picture of them.
I love it. She brought a picture of her beautiful daughter. That's right.
You know we got to do that. You know we can't leave out doing that.
I was so excited to be right in New York City with Miss Jazzy as she blazed the runway, guys, right there in New York City. And Blessing had the opportunity of meeting her for the very first time. And I had the opportunity of meeting Blessing for the very first time. And you know what's so awesome, though, guys? As preneurs, that's who we are, preneurs. We have to realize it's okay to push those sleeves up. When Lolita need to come, our mommy, to a call, we already know what time it is. I love how you said that, Lolita, because let me tell you, she always say, Mom, please, please, please. I'm like, wait, let me go get my sneakers. Who do I need to talk to right now? Don't rub my baby wrong.
And don't call me. Don't call Auntie Lolita.
I know. She think Mommy's bad. Wait till Auntie Lolita comes, right? Guys, if you're in the clubhouse, go ahead on and click on that link at the top. You can absolutely see us live as we're talking to some of these phenomenal women. Today's subject is about full-time moms, full-time entrepreneurs, and how we're capitalizing in 2023. That's the key right there. So, Miss Blessing, how are you working? How are you capitalizing in this whole new world? Not the world that we've been doing for, like we said, even 2 or 3 years ago, but right now, as of 2023, we've had to start doing everything over. And I say this because we're learning more right now. And what are some of the things that you see that you probably need to be more open to in order for you to capitalize? Because let me tell you something, ladies, we're not going to miss any opportunity for 2023. When all of those opportunities come, at least we'll be aware to make a decision. Miss Blessing, take it.
Definitely for me, the metaverse is a big one. I don't like, so I, you know how back then they used to make fun of our parents because our parents couldn't get hip with technology? Yeah, I'm starting to be that parent, but not in that way. Because, like, I'm open to things, but there's so many things that are rolling out all of the time. So, like, the metaverse, and like, does everyone here know that you can actually own like a property in the metaverse?
Yeah.
I know it's a concept, but I don't understand the concept, and I don't begin to understand like how to even participate in it yet. So I refuse to miss out. So that's part of the reason why I'm part of a company called Envision You. And Envision You has multiple parts. So it's a health and wellness company. So they have like a health aspect, but they also have a wellness, like a wealth aspect, a health and wealth company. So the wealth aspect deals severely with the metaverse and like making all of these opportunities, like guys, like there are opportunities there for you to learn like how to turn your everyday vehicle that's normally a liability into an asset. And I'm just here listening to this, and I'm just like, there's no way, because like every single time you go to buy a car, like there's so much argument back and forth, lease, rent, lease to own, or just I don't know, whatever it is you do monthly, where at the end of the day the car goes back to them, because I have not done that one yet. Look at me sounding like my grandma now. So, but here's the thing about it is just all of these things and all these, but no, like now I can own my own vehicle, and like my vehicle is now an asset. I don't need to own a property, and I can Airbnb it out. Like, so there's so much in this world, like where, and you know what? I'm real, like with all of the things in this digital world, this metaverse, it's teaching me that not having things is in, or not taking advantage of an opportunity is, there's no excuse. And if you're not doing it, you're literally just making excuses. Because here's the thing about it that I find interesting. We always tell ourselves, I need to have this, I need to have that. Oh, if I want to do Airbnbs, I have to own a house first. Oh, if I want to do Airbnbs, or if I want to like, or if I want to make money like off of my vehicle, I can only do Uber. But guess what? Your vehicle can make you money while you are making money in other ways. And like so many people are stuck in the old ways and these old mentalities. And it's like, don't be Blockbuster and get done out by Netflix, because you could have both been. You could have both existed, because there's a market for everyone. So you really have to open up yourself. So definitely taking part of things like Envision You. And like, and for all the people who are sitting there like, another thing, yeah, that's what y'all thought when Bitcoin came out. That's exactly what people thought when Bitcoin came out. And so many people are kicking themselves, and they want to go back, and they want to go back, and they want to go back in time, and they want to learn. And you know what? I think that the children that you are parenting are so fortunate that you're so open and you're so aggressive to learning so many new things, and taking all these opportunities, because like my mother, like my parents are, like we said before, they're Nigerian. So what they were exposed to and where they came from is entirely different. So yes, they set me up in a way that some people are more fortunate. I mean, in a way that I'm more fortunate than some people, but geez, like if I knew the things that if they knew the things that I know, and they could have shared it with me, and the things that I know, like sometimes, like I just really just want to have a child sometimes, just so I can, like, baby, these are all the things. So you can start off on 1,000, because God, there's so much in this world. So you have to be open and stop like saying like, we have to stop letting the few negative things in this world that have happened deter us from the many, many, many blessings that exist. Because like Queen Renee has said before, like if you were in the room when they were discussing Amazon, a lot of people just been like, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. But if you were in that room and you took part of that opportunity, even if you were a 1% investor at that time, do you know what your life would be? So the digital is the future, and we need to accept those things and like stop being so close, stop being limited, stop being lack-minded, poverty-minded, or no, because there's nothing but opportunities and ways to grow and improve yourself and your net worth. Like it's unlimited, guys.
Absolutely. I love that. I absolutely love what you just said. It's unlimited. You know, not only is it unlimited as it stands right now, we know that it's a mindset, though. It's a mindset shift that a lot of people have to do because we're so used to, some of us are still used to Atari. And you know, Atari been dead like a long time ago. Some people still want to shop at Blockbuster, and we don't have Blockbusters either.
I don't even
So
remember it anymore.
would you say?
I don't even
No?
remember it. I don't know if I even know how to use a flip phone anymore.
Oh yeah, I still have a friend that owns a
I
flip phone.
miss
How
my
about that?
sidekick a little bit. I miss
Yes,
my
I have a
sidekick a little
friend
bit,
that
just a little
owns
bit.
a flip phone, and again, that's because sometimes people don't want to allow change to change. They don't want to allow
Mm.
change to change them, and they get so stuck in what's so comfortable. And instead of them being comfortable, like, you have a
Mhm.
flip phone. Do you even see pictures when I send you pictures? You know, it's the truth. You know, and it's like that's like you
They see
having
the
a
thumbnail.
BlackBerry. Guys, I used to have Blackberries like crazy. I still have 4 of those Blackberries. Can't use it, but I still have my Blackberry. It took me a while to let my Blackberry go. And again, that mindset, you know, and I know where we are right now, we don't have time to hold on to things that's in the past, because if we're still holding on to what we were so comfortable with, we're going to truly miss a lot of things that's opening up for us. Like what Blessing said, not only can you purchase a parcel in the metaverse, you can purchase your very own parcel, and you may want to go purchase your parcel, because if not, somebody else can buy your property right there in the metaverse. All of the houses from Chanel, alongside with what Jimmy Choo, as well as, you know, all the Louis Vuitton, all of them have houses inside of the metaverse as well. They've all prepared themselves for the future. And I'll say this, guys, everyone have to be in position to really look at themselves as a larger space. We thought when we were watching the movie what was that movie that Will Smith did? I Am Legend. I Am
I'm
Legend. You
Legend.
guys remember that movie, right? I Am Legend. Another one of those movies he did was the robot movie, where he was fighting with the robot. Guys, when I was over in Dubai, robots were welcoming you as you're walking through the expo. Robots were welcoming you, okay? Not only were the robots welcoming you, they're like, hi, how are you doing today? And they're just walking, you know, like on their wheels, going around. I mean, I even own a robot to clean up my floor and stuff like that. I have one of those little robots that dust, and just little dust bunny that goes around. Guys, robots are taking over. Artificial intelligence is nothing that's new, and it's truly not new to that been in existence. It's just new to those who don't want to accept change. So if you hear our voices today, the 3 wise women, how about that? The 3 wise women that's on the air right now, not only do you want to accept change, you want to embrace it. And if you don't know what you don't know, get into a space where you got to start learning, because there's no excuses anymore, guys. There's no excuses. You can Google any and everything that we're talking about right now, and you could be like, oh my God, she's telling the truth. Artificial intelligence, you know, where it relates to I already challenged the group. Right now we got our amazing Malika Starr, one of our other mompreneurs, who's just out there slaying the universe. Absolutely love her. You know, she's also our publisher within the GW3 Society, and she's helping all of the mothers as well as all of our leaders to become authors. That's right, authors. And with this artificial intelligence, there's no excuses for not any of you guys to not have your own books, to have your own guides, to have your own ebooks, just to really diversify yourselves. And those are some of the things that I'm looking forward to seeing how you guys are evolving. A couple other things, guys. When it comes down to capitalizing, I know, Lolita, you're right over there in the real estate area, the Airbnb. Oh my goodness. Let's talk about that, guys. Real estate, real estate, real estate. Most of our moguls own a lot of real estate or technology. So let's talk about what are some diversity spaces in that area. How can you diversify your portfolio in that space? Take it away, Miss Lolita. You too. You're on mute. Okay.
Oh, there we go. Can you hear me?
Start. There we go. Yes.
There we go. Sorry about that. I was saying, because we're able to diversify your real estate portfolio, that means you're able to diversify your income flow. It's not just having brick and mortar, but it's being able to attach a income or attach a financial value to that. And with that, that includes, of course, single family, Airbnb, shared housing, split pads, multifamily, single family. And now with that, how are we attaching that? How are we monetizing that? We're monetizing that because we're diversifying how that money is coming in there. We have so many different subsidies that a lot of hardworking Americans have been eligible for. And you have people like myself, Marquetta, is several investors that I partner with here in Atlanta with Innovating Group 5, Kendrick Smith with his company, and it's so many others, Omega Real Estate. Those interesting portfolios are able to monetize themselves. See, that's what it comes down to, because how are you able to, again, create wealth with this diverse portfolio? Because it's different streams of income that are attaching themselves to that real estate. So when you have interesting folks like us that are able to articulate it, consult developers, and we're able to help the community as a whole. So everybody's being served when we're able to move and diversify our portfolios.
Absolutely. I love that. Absolutely. Well, you know what's so cool, guys? We also have another one of our geniuses that have joined us. I love what Lolita just poured into us. And guys, take notes of that as well. Not only do you want to have a diversified portfolio, and if you don't know what you don't know, reach out to Lolita. Where it relates to Airbnbs, where it relates to real estate, I'm sure she can help you in that space. And if you're still a person that's willing to be coachable and learn, we also have some tools as well as some programs that can help you win as well. We're all about learning in the web 3.0 alongside with NFTs, the metaverse, as well as Turo. You heard Ms. Blessing talking about that earlier. But really, guys, we're engaged in expanding in that financial literacy space as well, guys, because we know for sure what our parents did not have. That doesn't matter. We can make a difference today. I know we have a special guest. I know Miss Kiera. I see her in the studio. I would love for her to turn her camera on so we can absolutely see that beautiful face of hers. And I know we are going to be providing some words of wisdom before we close down this segment. But I want to just say this to all of our mothers, to all of our entrepreneurs. How are you challenging yourself for 2023? What are some of the items that you have to do? Guys, marketing your business, digital assets, getting very, very heavy with those digital assets. We said they're uber sexy, right? Learning more skills. That's right, learning more skills. You like that uber sexy? I saw you ladies smiling over there. Yes, it's uber sexy. Learning more skills and including our future leaders of tomorrow. Whether you have a home that includes your children, doesn't matter what age they are. If they're at 11, get them into these books. Let them start reading. Do not allow kids to play more time on these computers, guys. Let them start learning these skill sets. We need to have more innovators. That's right. We need to start developing more scientists as well as more astronauts. We want to be so diverse with our kids as well. So we have to put more energy into that side because we know it's easier for them to resort to what? Sports, entertainment, right? Because that's something that they see all the time. Let's go into another direction. Let's start really maximizing where we have more engineers. Absolutely more engineers right now we need just to even understand some of this technical energy that we have. I see the beautiful baby. She's just not turning her camera on.
She's saying that she's trying. I think she might be in Clubhouse. I'm not sure.
No, she's not in Clubhouse. She's right here.
There she is.
Yeah, but she's not. Her camera's not on.
No, my camera isn't on.
Oh
Well,
my
you
God,
gotta
you're
have
so
your camera on,
stunning.
Sunshine.
I'm sorry, you guys. I just been under the weather a couple days, so I
Okay.
didn't I'm not appropriate to show my face, but I did want to come on and introduce myself. I am Lolita Anderson's oldest daughter, Kiera Anderson. I'm 29 years old and I'm the mother of a beautiful little boy named Carter, and he's 5.
Aww. Well,
Look
And
at
thank
thank
how our
you.
face look with our babies on.
I know, right?
And
So
thank you
Look
for
at you're blushing.
yes, she is. Lolita is blushing. Her daughter's on, and of course that's what's gonna happen. She's just like she sit first. She said had to sit quietly to see what she's gonna say first, because that's what moms always do. We gotta see what they're gonna say, and then we really blush even more. So if you guys remember the clip with Beyonce and she had her child on the stage, they were dancing in Dubai, and she started cutting up. She started getting down, and Beyonce went over and kind of pulled her down just a little bit. I don't know if you guys saw that. That's just that mother instinct in us. So it's nice having you here, Kiera. Thank you for joining us. Well, I want to go ahead on because we're going to be wrapping it up on our live segment. And then, of course, we can go back into the clubhouse. Some words of wisdom. I would love to know, what are some words of wisdom? We've been pouring down so much knowledge and so many gems. But let's start with you, Blessing. Words of wisdom in regarding to this space. We have been talking about full-time moms, full-time entrepreneurs, as well as capitalizing in 2023. Blessing, words of encouragement.
Hi, my thing for you is give it all you got. Never tell yourself no, never tell yourself you can't. If you think you can't, you can't. Always make yourself open to as many opportunities as possible. Be open. Give things your all. Sometimes you really think and something I was talking about earlier today, sometimes we think I'm not getting what I thought I would get out of it. Are you really investing as much time in it as you should? Are you truly doing all the things you need to do to maximize the value of what you're trying to accomplish? So don't give up. Understand that there's so much in this world for you and that there are no limits. So yes, and be open. Invest, invest, invest. And you should definitely connect with Queen Renee. You can connect with me as well. Lolita, I'm so sorry. I'm not sure if you're part of Envision You yet, but look into Envision You because it will change your whole life and the way that you envision yourself.
Absolutely wonderful. And Lolita, your words of encouragement. Thank you, Miss Blessing. And guys, put some hearts in the chat for those words of encouragement from Miss Blessing. Take it away, Lolita. Unmute. Unmute.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm hopefully we'll be able to hear a few words from Kiera as well, because she was in this journey. But I really feel this. I always do a gut check, and I had a friend that, like you said, you have to be around situations that are not afraid to help you to be your better self. The gut check is, in your gut, was that the right thing to do? Is this the smart thing to do? Is this the best thing to do? And the gut check comes from, of course, a source higher than yourself sometimes. But I believe that when you win one, you get one in this thing called life. And as women, don't be afraid to help each other. And don't be afraid to, everybody's not ready for me. Everybody's not graduated to a level of in life. And I don't want that to sound any kind of way. I've learned to give a situation's opportunity to develop. Give it a chance to develop, and give yourself a chance. Give yourself a chance to be great. I don't have an expiration to being wonderful. I don't have an expiration to winning. When I'm saying champions win on purpose, I really mean that. Because see, a champion, people have no idea what happens through the process. And I've learned through the strength and the love of God in my life to trust the process, especially in crisis. So that's what my takeaway would be, is to always give it all you got. Love hard, love it, and give it all you got with that as well. So I hope that helps everyone. And I see Kiera is here with me. What would be your takeaway from growing up with your mother named Lolita, Kiera? Can you hear me, madam? I think she might be on mute.
Yeah, I think we have technical difficulties there with Kiara. But, you know, words of wonderful wisdom, Miss Lolita. Let me see if she's back on. Kiara? Okay.
To unmute yourself, honey.
Maybe she stepped away. Maybe she
Okay.
stepped away. Okay. Well, one of the things I will say, you know, whether you are a full-time mother, whether you are just a full-time entrepreneur, uh, it's always important to, you know, start now. Just start now. Okay. And not only I want you to start now, look for ways also to capitalize on these new trends. You got to look for ways to capitalize on these new trends, guys. You know, don't be afraid of us being able to win in this game, you know, because the opportunities that are here for us, I encourage you to embrace the spirit of innovation. Not only embrace the spirit of innovation, but embrace also the spirit of creativity as well as determination, because that's what it's going to take. Hard work, staying focused, and dedicated. Dedication, you know, is going to be something that's not impossible, because we know everything is possible with God. And I want, like Miss Blessing said earlier, everything is unlimited. So the sky is the limit right now, guys. The sky sits the limit. And where we are right now, not only do we come together with unity, we come together with support, we come together as a family. We want to see you win. We come together as a community, as a community. Make sure you follow the Global Women Wealth Warriors, not only on YouTube, alongside with Facebook, right there in the clubhouse, but we truly want you to embrace the opportunity of you being the very best that you possibly can be. This is your season for being the best version of yourself. You know why? Technology is making it so much easier for you to do that. Since technology is making it so much easier for you to flow, guess what? That gives you the opportunity to do something else. What are some of the things that you've been starving to do and you just never had an opportunity to do it because you felt as if you had to put so much time into research? Not anymore, guys. Research is done for you. That's why I challenge us by the end of March, not February, the end of March, everyone will become authors. Remember, I gave everybody until December, but now it's by the end of March. And I know Lolita, alongside with Malika and Miss Blessing, are already ready to rock and roll. Are we ready to rock and roll,
Absolutely.
ladies?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm excited. I'm so excited for the future for all of us and how we're going to be celebrating each and every last one of us as new authors for 2023. In addition to that, just learning new skill sets. Again, if you're interested in learning more about real estate, Airbnbs, the metaverse, alongside with NFTs, just even Web 3.0, and even if some of the things that I'm saying is going over your head, you need to be in this even more so, even more so. You know, the Turo, as well as just financial literacy that we did not have the opportunity of having anyone to sit down with us to go over because we didn't have the access. We talked about that earlier. So now we have the access. We're working on the blueprint and we want to see you winning for 2023. Ladies, it's been a pleasure as well as a joy spending time with you on this Friday evening. You know, guys, we're preparing for our Mommy and Me challenge, and next weekend it's going to be, as they say, on and popping. All right. Oh my God. We're going to be seeing some of these mothers come together with their beautiful faces, and I'm looking forward to meeting you guys on the other side of your greatness. So until then, we want to make sure you do what? Keep your shoulders back and that head up, because it's time for us to go and blaze the universe. Why? The world needs another game changer. And guess who that game changer is? YOU. Okay? Thank you guys so very much. We'll be signing out, but we'll be turning right back into the clubhouse. Bye for now.